Good morning, welcome to day 2 of the NextWeb's live coverage of IBC, this huge broadcasting technology conference and show here in Amsterdam. And joining us, our first guest for the day is Teresa Fortescue, who is the Director of Digital Video and Publishing at Adobe. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to see you. So how does broadcasting fit into Adobe's overall business? Because you're a huge business with lots of kind of touch points, and so how does broadcasting fit into that?
Broadcast is an incredibly important business line to Adobe. We have an entire business unit dedicated to professional video and broadcast. And we've always had a range of products such as Premiere Pro and After Effects, and obviously many people in the video and audio profession use Audition or Photoshop, but this show we're really excited to showcase some very specific broadcast workflows with the introduction of a new product called Adobe Anywhere for Video. But we've been very dedicated to the broadcast and television post-production communities, and have a lot of wonderful customers, and we hope to continue to work with them going more in the future.
Okay, so tell us about this Adobe Anywhere, because it's quite a kind of shift to the cloud for this kind of approach.
Yes, it's a brand new reveal here at the show. It's the first time we're debuting it to the broadcast community. This couldn't be a more appropriate platform. The Adobe Anywhere for Video solution is really a collaborative platform, and it lets editors, assistant editors, audio professionals, journalists in the field be able to capture, ingest, edit, and play out media using a centralized media assets solution. So we have a collaborative platform. It lets people access and edit in real time simultaneously. And the cool thing about it is you can be anywhere, as the name infers. You can be out in the field, in a facility, or across the globe. It works over standard internet, all the way up to obviously high backbone Ethernet networks inside of a facility. So broadcasters are really excited about it because they just need to get news captured, edited, and on air as quick as possible. And they want to use the best teams and talent possible. And now they don't have to look within their 4 walls. You can assign a director in one city, a producer in another, and your team of editors all over the world, and have them work on a story, a documentary, a commercial, and share the assets, produce it, and get it out.
Yes, I can imagine, for example, a situation where there's a journalist in a war-torn part of the world editing a package together, and then you've got someone doing some effects in New York, and then someone in London maybe putting it all together, those kind of workflows. But there must be kind of varying bandwidth for those different people. Like the person in the war-torn part of the world may have really not quite the fat pike that they have back at base. So how when you're dealing with video, that must be quite a challenge.
One would think so, but with the Adobe Anywhere solution, we're using a technology that we've developed internally called the Mercury Playback Engine, and it's a derivative or related to our Mercury Streaming Engine, which the Mercury Streaming Engine is the technology we're using on the server. The Mercury Playback Engine is something that has been long part of the Premiere Pro, and it allows you to scale up and down with whatever video format you're working on. What's interesting with Anywhere and using this Mercury streaming engine is that we're able to vary the compression but still allow people to work in the field with high resolution, full bandwidth capabilities, but they're not using proxies. We're able to deliver the stream across standard Wi-Fi, even mobile networks, and still give them the quality and frame rate that allows them to ingest, capture, and edit.
Interesting. So this is out next year, is that right?
Yes, we're revealing it here at IBC, and we're targeting for next spring.
Okay, and so it's built into Premiere, After Effects, and Prelude, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
And will there be any additional price beyond use of the buying the software to use this?
We're still modeling out our pricing, so we haven't disclosed or discussed that at the show. We're actually really keen to talk to customers about pricing model, but there will be an additive cost atop of the core products that folks purchase.
Okay, now yesterday a common theme that came through in some of the interviews we were doing was the kind of democratization of video production, where people can create basically really high quality professional looking stuff with very small low budget teams and get that out onto people's TVs through the wide range of new distribution methods there are. YouTube, you've got Google investing in content, that kind of thing. Will this kind of approach, Adobe Anywhere, be open to them, or is it being very much priced towards and directed towards kind of professional broadcast, the big companies?
The Adobe Anywhere solution today and over the next year is certainly targeted at the professional broadcast and television post-production community. However, Adobe absolutely is very atop of where these trends are going, and so we have our site set for consumer consumption. We have another product line called Adobe Primetime, and in a way the catch-all for that is we're really hoping to deliver TV on the tablet.
Right.
And so again, we enable broadcasters, media companies and operators to capture content and be able to distribute it, monetize it, and analyze what the communities are who are consuming that content. So still, again, for the professionals that create and want to deliver and distribute and analyze, but we, much farther down the road, see you, I, really anyone being able to work on a tablet with interesting creative tools and start to be your own producer, director, editor, and storyteller. And so that's our grand vision, is to really let people express themselves and be creative. Obviously, Photoshop today is key, but the tablets are just an exciting platform for all of us to go.
Okay, and so Adobe Anywhere is kind of it's another part of Adobe's shift to the cloud, I suppose, because you announced Creative Cloud earlier this year. Just as a recap for anyone not familiar with it, just tell us a bit about Creative Cloud.
Yes, it's an exciting new announcement we've had this year back in May. And Creative Cloud is Adobe's new offering that allows all of its creative professionals, whether you're a web designer or in post and broadcast or someone that's a photographer, to pay a subscription membership to the Creative Cloud, and you can access, download, and use almost any creative application from Adobe for a monthly fee or an annual fee. And it's so exciting for our customers because it gives them a very affordable on-ramp to use whatever tool they've always wanted to use or their favorites. They can start and stop the membership at any time. But what's really exciting for Adobe is it lets us be incredibly fast and nimble and be more innovative and offer our members to the Creative Cloud new features, new product updates, bug fixes, upgrades, and those customers get them instantly. They don't have to wait a year or two in traditional software life cycles. So it lets our engineers be quick and nimble, we're really responsive, and it lets our customers be either more creative or much more competitive.
What kind of take-up are you seeing for it then? I mean, and what kind of people are taking up Creative Cloud? Because you have a wide range of customers. Are you seeing this being more popular with maybe kind of freelancers, or are the big corporations taking it up as well? How's it going?
We've been completely blown away by the adoption, and it's really across the board. We see that this is so ideal for students, right, who want to just get on and try and use for project bases or certain curriculum. We're really excited that freelancers can now stop and start their membership, or have it wherever they go. Agencies love it because as they scale teams up and down per project, they can certainly control their costs and budget a lot easier. And then large companies love it because they now have an ability for folks to float around different departments and use Creative Cloud at will. So kind of from the individual to these massive corporate enterprises, the Creative Cloud's really taken off. We're so overly pleased, and it's just on a fabulous trajectory.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us here at IBC. Teresa Fortescue, Director of Digital Video and Publishing at Adobe. We'll be back later on today with more interviews with some of the key figures and companies evolving the way television works in the 21st century. So do stick with us here at IBC.